Hey, hey, my fellow anglers and fishing fanatics, your old friend is back, and today we are diving deep into what the water holds for us on Thursday, January 29th, 2026. You might think winter means hanging up your rods, but I'm here to tell you that this day could be full of some surprising opportunities, especially if you know where to look and what to do. Get ready, because we are going to break down the weather, the water, and how to outsmart those winter fish. This forecast is going to give you the insider scoop on turning a chilly day into a hot fishing memory. So stick around and let's talk winter tactics. Now let's talk tactics for some of our most popular winter warriors. Well, cover two major scenarios, the frozen north and the open water south. First up, for my ice fishing friends in the northern states, we are talking about yellow perch and crappie. These guys are your best bet when the ice is thick. Where to find them? Look for deeper basins, often near submerged structure, or weed lines, anywhere from 10 to 25 feet of water. Why there? They are conserving energy in these stable, slightly warmer areas away from the extreme cold near the surface. My advice, use a sensitive ice rod with small jigs, like tungsten jigs tipped with a wax worm or a tiny soft plastic. Work your bait slowly just above the bottom. Be prepared for those subtle bites, as winter fish aren't always aggressive. The key is to find those schools, so don't be afraid to drill multiple holes. Patience and good electronics are your best friends here. Moving to the open waters of the southeast, let's focus on redfish and striped bass. These powerful species are still very active. For redfish, scour the deeper pockets along the surf and river mouths. They'll be looking for baitfish that might have been pushed in by any shifts in current. As for striped bass, particularly in the mid-Atlantic regions like New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia, this is prime time for trophy-class fish. Target deeper channels and rips, especially on warmer afternoons. Why? These areas offer both depth and current, which can dislodge prey, and the stripers will feed more actively as the water warms slightly during the day. For redfish, try scented soft plastics or live bait worked slowly near structure. For stripers, metal jigs, soft plastics, or live eels where permitted are excellent choices. Remember, a slower retrieve is often better in colder water. Now for the conditions that dictate it all, let's break down the theoretical base. Weather. For January 29th, 2026, expect typical late January cold across much of the USA, especially in northern and central regions. There might be residual effects from a major winter storm earlier in the week, bringing brutal cold. However, traditionally, the second or third week of January can bring a warm wave from the south, causing temporary thaws and slightly warmer temperatures. We can expect atmospheric pressure to be relatively stable after any cold front passage, but sharp drops will make fish lethargic. Wind direction and strength will greatly influence comfort and water surface conditions. A strong north wind will chill things down, while a lighter southerly breeze could bring some relief. Water temperature. Water temperatures will be quite cold across most of the country. Many northern freshwater bodies will likely be ice-covered. In colder, open freshwater, temperatures will be in the low to mid-40s Fahrenheit. However, in the warmer southern states, especially in shallow, sun-exposed areas, water temperatures could range from the high 50s to mid-70s Fahrenheit. This cold water significantly slows down a fish's metabolism, making them less aggressive and unwilling to chase fast-moving baits. They'll be conserving energy, holding in deeper, more stable, and warmer water. Even a 1-degree difference is a huge deal to a fish in the winter. Moon phase. On January 29th, 2026, well be under a waxing gibbous moon. The moon will be approximately 11 days old, with about 85 to 87% illumination. Many anglers believe that a waxing gibbous phase leading up to the full moon can often stimulate feeding activity, as the increased moonlight provides more visibility for nocturnal feeders. However, remember friends, winter conditions, particularly extreme cold and stable deep water, often override lunar influences on fish activity. Overall fish activity. Based on these conditions, the general fishing activity across the USA on January 29th will be medium to somewhat capricious. In the northern ice-covered regions, active feeding will be localized, requiring anglers to diligently search for schools. In the southern open water areas, warmer midday temperatures and stable deeper water might trigger more consistent bites from species like redfish and striped bass. The cold water will keep fish metabolism slow, meaning they will be conserving energy and feeding opportunistically rather than actively hunting. So, my friends, that's the breakdown for January 29th, 2026. It's a day that demands patience and smart strategy, but the rewards can be incredible. Don't let the cold deter you. Embrace it. Tight lines, everyone, and may your drag scream. If you found this forecast helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more tips, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to winter fishing spots and tactics? What's the biggest fish you've ever landed in January? Share your stories. I love hearing from you.